Hey Aquarius, welcome back to Distilled Tarot. My name's Shannon. I'll be guiding you through today's reading. This is our daily reading for June 25th, 2025. Let's see what's going on with Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to hear about today? The heart of your reading, we have the Queen of Wands in reverse and the Queen of Swords in the upright. This has to do with over-intellectualizing your approach to achieving your ambitions and de-emphasizing your appeal, charisma, charm. Holding back on is it holding back? Is it prioritizing? It's definitely like prioritizing one over the other when you could be both. You could be both intellectually savvy and logical and knowledgeable and funny and charming and witty and attractive, charismatic, alluring. It's almost you think it has to be one or the other. Your challenge is the Four of Swords. Taking enough time to rest and recuperate. Balancing the downtime. It's all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. No, now I'm reminded of The Shining and how that was used. Okay, Spirit. No one's coming through doors with pickaxes. Aquarius is focused on the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. I wonder if this is Aquarius holding the hand out to Spirit like, I'm ready. I'm ready, universe. I'm ready for that opportunity. I'm here. Where is it? It could be that, or it could be missing the opportunity, not recognizing it when it shows up. Maybe because you're too burned out, too busy. I'm reminded of like, I don't know if I got this from someone, but I used to refer to this idea a lot to explain this concept that I have, which is the idea of prayer is when you talk to the divine. Meditation is when you listen for an answer. And it's this sort of truism, in my view, that if you don't clear your mind and allow space for new ideas, epiphanies, downloads, realizations, the knowingness to come in, then you're occupying all of that space with your own ideas or your own interpretations. I mean, there's room for inspiration in that as well, but I'm seeing the challenge of taking enough time to rest, be quiet, clear your mind, as potentially the implication that if you want to receive the opportunity, you have to go into that restful, meditative, peaceful mindset. Otherwise, you're just going to rush right past it. I'm also seeing this, the impact of like the hesitancy to lead with your passion, your passionate side, or to downplay that might misalign you with this potential offer, where if you would like present yourself in a way where you feel you look your best, so you're confident enough that you know you're going to command attention and respect when you walk in the room, and all of the things that go along with that. Like, maybe if you walk in the room like this, talking a good game, but maybe you didn't dress nicer, or I don't mean to say like you always have to put on makeup and dress nice in order to be perceived as alluring, but that's kind of, maybe I'm using it like a personal example. To me, if I go out in public and I'm in more casual clothes, t-shirt and jeans, light makeup or no makeup, I'm not gonna expect people to find me attractive. I'm not gonna expect to like instill curiosity, like, oh, what's going on with her? She looks cool. I want to get to know her. I'm not going to try to be funny and lay on the charm and tell like amusing stories, because I kind of don't want the eyes on me. I'm a little bit trying to fade into the background or be more low-key with how I present myself. And that's how I'm getting this, is like, if you would maybe have more of a willingness to do both, then the opportunity would be a match. Whomever is going to approach you, like, maybe it's the funny story that you're not telling. That would have inspired someone to make an offer to you, that represents this seed that you can plant that would grow into your Ten of Pentacles. In the recent past, we have the Seven of Cups in reverse. Something that used to motivate you or tempt you in the past just doesn't have the same appeal anymore. Maybe it's still somewhat appealing, and so you're avoiding exposing yourself to that sort of a temptation by de-emphasizing your sex appeal. I could see that connection here with like, hey, anytime I go out really dressed to the nines and I feel super confident and sexy and beautiful, I end up making bad choices that I don't like the outcome of, because it connects me with that sort of energy. Maybe more people will desire a connection with me, and it doesn't have a pattern of being healthy, positive experiences, but it's exciting in the moment, it's tempting in the moment, and I open myself up to that when I dress a certain way or behave a certain way, or I don't know. I can see that fitting here as well. One of the positive things that can come out of this situation from your higher self perspective is the Four of Wands. An important benchmark in life can be reached. Something to be proud of, something that you will personally be proud of. And because you're Aquarius, I don't think this is necessarily the stereotypical, like, oh, you've graduated, or you have your degree, or you have a stable relationship, you got married, you had your first kid. Those are like the normal societal expressions of this energy, where society would look at you and say, they've arrived, they have something stable and good and worthy in their lives. But because I'm talking to a group of Aquarians, this could be anything. I think it's from your own internal barometer of when do you feel like you've achieved something important? What is that benchmark of success for you where you're like, okay, I got there. This is something no one can take away from me, and it feels good, and I'm proud of it. Doesn't matter what society thinks. The way that I see Aquarian energy. So there's something that you are either defining as a goal for yourself to set that benchmark, and that's like a new goal that's going to be important and meaningful for you to work toward. Or if this is in a literal sense, it could mean, or in a more mundane sense, I should say, it could mean like there's going to be some sort of soiree, an event at which you'll have the opportunity to accept an opportunity, receive an offer, an opportunity. And that would fit the story as well, with this challenge being like, what if you sleep in and decide not to go to that event that you got inspired to go to, where you would have received the opportunity, but instead you slept through your alarm or decided to rest, stay at home and cuddle under the blankets instead of going out, not feeling like getting dressed up and putting on your makeup and reasoning your way out of the activity. Sorry, you guys. I'm being super descriptive with you lately, walking you through how I interpret everything. Okay. In the near future, we have the Ten of Swords. Some way of thinking, some belief system is really going to just shift for you in a way that's like, that's not working for me anymore. Believing that doesn't serve me, so how can I change the way that I'm looking at this? How can I shift my mindset? But emphasizing what's over, what's not working, what is not supporting the momentum in the direction that I want to go. Eight of Wands in reverse there at the bottom of the deck. What is going to impact the situation that Aquarius doesn't see coming? Temperance in reverse. Something that you've been waiting for a long time. Having faith that the universe actually does conspire in your favor, working behind the scenes to bring things together. Hoping against hope, losing faith periodically throughout your life. You're not going to have to hope anymore because evidence is going to show up of these things because of alchemizing that you've done, of these things that used to tempt you in the past. You're now using that energy and transmuting it into something more useful and conducive to a happy, healthy, positive experience. Where if you used to get dressed up and go out and receive attention and desire and be intrigued and excited and tempted into entangling with that energy, and it results in pain and discomfort for you, experiences that you would not prefer. Instead, you're taking that energy, receiving it, and using it to fuel your efforts toward, it's not indicated in this reading, so I can't say specifically a message that's coming through, but towards something better, towards something healthier. It's gonna start to show evidence of coming together. That feels exciting. I like it. Your hopes and fears, we have a big hope, a wish, the Nine of Cups. I mean, the Ace of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. I know I'm a broken record, but I do think that there's something sort of energetically implied that's coming up for Aquarians in a love context. Maybe it's a new pet. Maybe it's a new relationship. It's definitely a new opportunity to express love and receive love. And I think whatever it is that you're wishing for and hoping for, there's not much fear energy that I'm picking up on that. I think it's really pure. You've not let a fear mindset disrupt your focus. How does Abraham Hicks put it? You're staying in the vortex, or on the high-flying disc. It's that sort of an energy. Your end result, we have a slowdown in momentum. So maybe this Four of Swords as your challenge was like Spirit saying, hey, you need to slow down and take a break. This would agree with that and indicate that the environmental pressure on you to keep going, those expectations will ease up, and you might have a break in the momentum that lets you take a rest. This might be a more sort of disappointing occurrence if you really need to or want to develop some momentum with the actions that you've been taking, and things sort of start to feel like they're stalling out. How can Aquarius make the best use of these energies? Stay in alignment. Okay, I think this is a correction to the way that we're most likely headed. So those potential cautions that I kept mentioning, like don't be afraid to fully put yourself out there with all your charisma and appeal and charm and wit. Tell the funny story, go to the party, dress your best. You'll feel better, you'll present yourself in a way that's more well received or more aligned. There's something in this story, as I've told it, that has the energy potentially stalling out when Spirit is advising to tap into the energetic flow, align yourself with this universal flow, because it can really let you take flight right now in a swift path towards something great. So Aquarius, I'm wishing you all the best. Take care, and I will see you back tomorrow.